I am so excited to share something with you. Just yesterday, I got an invite from Epidemic Sound to test out their new Davinci Resolve plugin. Now, if you are a Resolve user and you use Epidemic, you are about to get a game-changing upgrade. So I have been using Epidemic Sound for music here on the channel for a long time, and this is huge for me to get this new synergy between these two products that I already use. Right now, if you want to audition different tracks, I have to open up a web browser, open up Epidemic, play the video, and try different tracks over it, or alternatively, sample tracks, download them, add them to my folder structure, import them into Davinci. Is this the end of the world? Obviously not. I've been working on this approach for some time now, but it's slow and it's tedious. And I would be able to move much faster if this wasn't a point of friction. I make videos for fun and to inform and entertain others, but this is far from my full-time job. I have a family, friends, a career, and about 1 million hobbies, all requiring my time and attention on any given day. So speeding up this process is a big deal, and small things make a big impact over time. Enter the new beta, which solves the vast majority of this level of frustration. So let's jump into Resolve and I can show you just how cool this is, and hopefully you'll get some value out of it too. Let's go. And now let's take a look at the Epidemic Sound plugin. So first of all, to get this, you'll need to go to the Epidemic Sound website and you will need to download the plugin. And if you do not have access to the beta, you'll need to wait for full release. But if you do, when you first log in, you will see a banner for it that says plugin for Davinci Resolve Studio with a little download button. Once you've downloaded that, what's actually going to get installed here is up at the top, this Epidemic Sound Hub. And that's where the installer will actually occur. And you want to make sure before you do this install, there's a big disclaimer, make sure Davinci Resolve is closed. You do not want that open for this installation. Additionally, all of the details for this are available at the Help Center, and it will kind of walk you through that. I'll provide the link for that, but this is what the Help Center looks like. And you can see it talks about how do you install it, how do you log in, how do you update, all sorts of details here for you when you get to this point. Now that I've got it installed, how exactly do you get to the plugin once you've installed it through the hub? It's under Workspaces and then Workflow Integration, Epidemic Sound. And this is going to open up the plugin window, and this is where everything happens. Once you log in, which it will prompt you to do the first time you open it, you can search for music right here. Let's just assume you wanted to look for upbeat. And here you are, a series of songs following your mood. You can even add, I want an upbeat mood, and it's going to allow you to search for that directly. Once you have this, and the search is great from what I can see thus far, the other thing you can do is download a track directly. And right here on the right-hand side, you can just hit download, and it is going to add it right into your assets in the media pool. This is awesome. You do not have to go to your computer somewhere from the website, download it, drag it and drop it in, do all the import. It just does it for you. But check this out. It gets even better. If that wasn't good enough, you can right-click a track and you can say, I want to append this to my current timeline, and watch what this does. Right here in my timeline, it drops it straight onto the audio track. That is game-changing. So easy. You can also, if you choose, we can create versions using segment. And now I'm only going to use 30 seconds of this. I'm going to create a version. I can download that version. The easiest is just to say append to current timeline. And then here, notice there's just that portion of the track that we're looking at. We've looked through the search, looked through how to grab a portion of this track, how to download this track, and you can select these various different versions. Maybe you only want 15 or 30 seconds or 45. It's going to create that version for you with a single click, and you can just grab which one you like. But you're able to preview this ahead of time. Additionally, you can look at sound effects, which are all categorized. So when you want to do some sound design, which I love, but am not huge in doing because it takes up a lot of time. I realize it's a massive enhancement to videos. It's just very time intensive. But for those of you that do dig into sound effects and want to make your videos more immersive, this is a great way to do that. And again, you can preview all of these here in Lime. But there is something else that I think was extremely interesting. And it's this little box up here. Search for music based on the current frame in my timeline. So I'm going to just pick a random frame here in the footage from the intro to this video, and I'm going to hit search for music based on the current frame. And now here are a number of tracks that it is offering up as potentially something to drop into your video. How good are these? I have absolutely no idea. I've played with it a little bit. I tend to not be as picky as other people might be when it comes to the music that I'm using in videos. This is just bedding music, not really the storytelling music that a lot of other people working on story-based projects would be focused on. That being said, I would love to know, as somebody that works in tech, what are they doing to generate this based off of the still? Is it based off of the colors that are in the frame? Is this based off of the subject recognition, perhaps that they're running it through? Any of those sorts of things. A single frame seems like a crazy way to be able to do this, but I love that they are taking a stab at it. So another thing to note is going to be around stems. You can still get to stems here. If you open up the menu for any individual track, you can hit show stems and you will get each individual stem in here. So you can still do the same things that are possible via the website right here in the plugin. And this makes editing videos much faster. When I'm ready to try a few different things out, I will generally say, you know what, I want to grab this track here. So if we append to the current timeline, notice it does the importation, and then we manage those here. So this can be a fairly easy process. And with a little bit of a zoom out, you can drag and drop these until your heart's content. Once you've downloaded it, you can also just drag it straight from here onto the timeline, which I really like. And that's it for the plugin of Epidemic Sound in Davinci Resolve. If you want to learn more about multicam editing in Davinci Resolve, I've got a video for you right here. I'll see you in the next one.